probably might as well, since some of these specials and stories aren't actually that scary to begin with. So, while I get ready to make up and fix my hair, let's just get to it.
Number 25. Happy Halloween, My Little Colt, Alice Human Sacrifice by Slenderman 10, if I got that name right. Basically, this is one of those song covers that most YouTubers will do nowadays. But in the case of Alice Human Sacrifice, the song itself, as some of you might recall, it depicts on how Little Dream brought in five if you include the twins, into its own little wonderland, and they end up staying there forever due to death. Yeah, pretty much it. Basically, this is actually a My Little Pony Colt version of the song, and surprisingly, this guy did a pretty good job at this song. So, yeah, pretty much worthy of the top 25. Number 24. Anime Game Halloween Special Slenderman The Beginning by Lord Draco Arrakis. Again, hopefully I got that name right. We've all heard of the stories of the Slenderman, who hides himself among the trees, wears nothing but black and has no face. Well, in this little YouTube video, it actually explains how he supposedly came to be. And as far as I can tell, through the artistic work of Lord Draco Arrakis, Slenderman was actually a normal person who was promised to be turned young and handsome if he brought a witch, a little girl. Only, in the end, to have been cursed by that same little girl who, as far as I can tell, also turned out to be a witch. Ironic, huh? So it's with this reason that this video is also part of the 25. Number 23, Love of Halloween by Baby Girl 278. In this little fanfic one-shot, young Link pretty much hates Halloween because last year, a lot of smashers played a pretty mean prank on him. Well, in this year, they prank him again, but because he thought that Nana, one of the ice climbers, was in danger, he managed to show his true courage and managed to save her, so to speak, and ends up loving Halloween again. It's a cute story, so yeah, definitely worth reading. Number 22, Tough Sale by Yanagi Wa. Hopefully I pronounced that right. In this little fanfic story, this time taking place in the Gundam Wing universe, Hero and Duo are pretty much handing out candy to the trick-or-treaters, but only with the rule of they can only take one. However, towards the end of their trick-or-treating fiasco, a young trick-or-treater dressing up as a little soldier actually offers his own batch of candy to the ex-soldiers themselves. And literally, word for word, this is his reason for why. I have plenty and there's other places to go yet, but your bowl is almost empty. You made a lot of sacrifices for all the solar system. My teacher told us all about it in class. So take all you want. It's a small sacrifice compared to yours. Thank you. Admittedly, that part moved me so much. You would not believe the tears I actually shed from that. I mean, literally, if all the kids in the world had that kind of mindset, it probably would actually be much better than it is now. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's somewhat decent, but good Lord. Sometimes a child really can open your eyes to what you don't see every day. So, if you guys are looking for a good story that can bring a few moving tears to your eyes, this is the one for you. Though to warn you, in case you're not into this sort of thing, though this is probably more out of friendship than anything, there is a slight mention of a hug or a cuddle between Hero and Duo. Still worth reading though, so go check it out. Number 21, Halloween Dance number 1 through 4 by Dancing Chris 1. Basically, this is a series of dances performed by Dancing Chris 1, or at least by his YouTube name, to several Halloween-themed songs, whether they're pretty much the songs we know today, or My Little Pony versions of the songs, or Nightmare Night, as they call it. The dance moves are actually quite impressive, even if they're a bit robotic, but then again, they're probably more pop than anything else. It's been a while since I even looked at dance moves. Anyway, if you're looking for at least somewhat danceable music and looking for inspiration for pretty good dance moves, this is the guy you want to look at, especially for their Halloween dances. Number 20, Unseen Short Film by Star to Behold. Basically, in this little YouTube film, we see 3 people who go about either unseen or unable to see, especially for the wife, since she's actually blind. Though it's towards the end where we get a real twist, though what happens afterwards is pretty much up to you. Number 19, Sean Plays the Crooked Man by Vibranium Productions, aka The Fox and the Fedora.
Yeah, exactly.
This is actually one of those Let's Plays that Sean actually did a while back, though sadly he never finished. It's basically a game depicting the story of a young man who's trying to move on with his life. But the moment he steps into his new home or apartment, strange things start to happen. And he basically goes on this strange and deadly adventure and basically tries to help certain people while at the same time taking a deeper look at himself because of all the wrongs that seem to happen in his life. Whether because of other people or due to his sick mother. Either way, despite the fact that this video series was unfinished, definitely worth watching. Number 18, WHOOKOS Beta Halloween Special by WHOOKOS.
There he is.
Basically, this is one of those high school themed videos, though in the end, they do end up facing a zombie, at least as far as I know.
Ew, ew.
It's actually pretty cute animation, and definitely brings out a little comedy to the Halloween spirit. So, if you're looking for a bit of humor in your Halloween, go check this video out. Number 17, Let's Play Amnesia, aka Doctor Who Screams Like a Girl, by Bold Dumblerat. It's another one of those Let's Play videos, though this time it's actually more than one person. And the reason I put this as one of my top 25 is because these guys are just too funny. I mean, literally, the guy who plays Doctor Who's in the radio/YouTube series Doctor Who's an Assistant, he really does scream like a girl. Yeah, it's actually really worth it if you want to hear a grown man scream. Number 16, Sean Reviews, Episode 16, by Vibranium Productions, aka The Fox and the Fedora. Hey! 1616! What do you know? Anyway, in this review, Sean actually does a special for this Halloween video, where he actually reviews an old TV series, or at least one of their episodes, and I gotta admit, it's gotten me pretty curious, though I have yet to even look it up. And considering that he's already a talented reviewer, this is definitely one you guys want to see, especially if you're all into the classic mystery shows with the little supernatural dash into it. Number 15, Tale of the Dragon's Wrath by the Antique Repartee. Hopefully I got that one right. Basically, this is actually a How to Train Your Dragon fanfic where Hiccup is actually plagued by nightmares of when he lost his left leg. And pretty much at the end, he discovers that the loss of his leg was not an accident. Since, and I quote, "Dragons are vain creatures." So basically, Toothless ripped off his leg as repentance for losing his tail fin. Though it doesn't seem as though Hiccup is actually that angry with Toothless, at least as far as I can tell. Either way, if you guys are looking for at least a pretty good scare, this is a story you want to read. Number 14, The Name Game by Earthstar. This one's actually pretty cute. It's basically a Rise of the Guardians fan story where Jack Frost and his believers are out trick-or-treating, but then the believers' candies are stolen by this spirit. And during this whole time, Jack is trying to win the name game to get the candy back. He realizes that this ghost is actually his sister, whom he saved before he died and became Jack Frost. Granted, it's not a scary story, but it is a moving Halloween story. So if you guys are looking for a good few tears, this is another one you want to read. Number 13, An Autumn Night by Bagpipe Brony. This one is actually pretty interesting, since it's a song depicting, I guess, a serial killer pony? A murderer pony? I'm not entirely sure. But basically, he falls for Dizzy Doo, aka Derpy Hooves, and because he loves her so much, he was willing to let her go when she begged to be released, but remains in the shadows, watching over her. Sadly, this song is actually put on private, but if you guys are able to find this song, have a good listen, because it's got a good beat and definitely worth listening to. Number 12, Cute Mario Bros. Halloween Special by Mario 8989. In this little YouTube video, the Cute Mario Bros. Are pretty much getting ready for trick-or-treating, but somebody's planning to take away the Halloween candy and ruin the holiday. And of course, them being the Mario Bros. Do manage to stop them. It's cute, though not entirely scary, but if you guys are looking for something for your kids to watch, this is definitely a Halloween special you want them to see. At least if you're looking for something on YouTube. Number 11. You're Gonna Regret It, Episode 23, Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the Lake Monster by Fighting Leaf. In this little episode of You're Gonna Regret It, finally reviews the movie of Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the Lake Monster in honor of Halloween, though this video did end up being a bit late. It's funny, it's informative. You guys are definitely going to want to watch this if you're thinking of at least maybe renting the video and you haven't seen it.